Most women think dressing hot will make them look hot. I agree. But there's a truth that they don't tell you. That only works for the hungry ones, not for the ones that are looking for wives. But the ones that are looking for ladies that they can just use 1 or 2 days or 1 or 2 weeks and forget about that. That's the truth that they don't tell you. Most men go where they see the opportunity of what? Satisfying themselves. As a lady, your dress code determines the result you get from any guy. Don't take it for fun. I sometimes wonder how ladies think. Conforming in the wrong way is very bad, it's very risky. You can conform in the sense you in Creole they call it falamakata in a good way, which is very healthy and then helpful. But you cannot conform in a negative way in the sense instead of doing the right thing, you are doing something that is contrary. All in the name of conformation. That's very bad. I know you might not agree with me, which is very factual. But let us talk logic. Think about the food we eat. Who can leave a covered food, which is very reserved and then preserve, from any insect or any harmful track of waste into it, and then go for the one that is open. The open ones have the tendency of attracting several things, flies and cockroaches and so. For the one that is open, am I mad? I cannot do that as a guy. I have done a survey. It is only a man that is very desperate that can consider that kind of food as food for him. Yes, because he's hungry desperately. That is in the sense he wants to get satisfaction from the lady or the woman that is naked, that is open, that is carelessly dressed. You see, these things are things that most of our parents don't tell us, because when coming up, African parents talking about these kind of things, it is not healthy, which is very bad. So my sister, if you think we are in that shortcut, that on trousers, dressing that careless breast outside, straps, not even well arranged, will get you I'm a big fish. I'm telling you the absolute fact that you are fishing in the wrong pond, because you can only get a big fish in a right pond when you are putting on the best behavior, best dress code. What do I mean by this? I go again. Your dress code, your appearance, and then try to be improving yourself as a lady. Sometimes the ideology of you thinking that I'll get married no matter how things happen is a narrative that has left several girls behind. Even if you get married, be preparing for the marriage you are planning your life to get. If you want a man that is a business-oriented guy, start learning how to pitch, how to present yourself, how to meet big personalities, because those are things you will have to face getting married to that kind of guy. That there is no way you can balance that fact. You get it? If you don't get it, men in another interview that I made, they only go where there is respect. Yes. I have observed, and all I see is the same things. Men don't marry. Men marry normally for peace, respect, and a humble lady. Consider those are just factors, and also the way you dress is another key one. They don't want a woman that stresses them out by what? Dressing that will attract the opposite gender. Where you are married, you attract another man. Does that make sense? Does that sound okay to you? If it's your brother, will you be okay with that? No. Dress so that your man can feel satisfied, and when you are out, he will feel safe in the sense, my wife is out, I know she's safe. You get. But our sisters nowadays don't care about all those things. Ask yourself, who on earth will leave a plate of rice? As I said earlier on, well preserved for that open one that attracts cockroaches. Who can do that? A madman, a desperately hungry man, a man shouting for quick satisfaction can do that. But a man of substance, a man of high personality will not do that, because when we men marry, we think about how am I going to present this woman to my friends, my colleagues, my business partners? How will they look at her? But because ladies don't understand this, they just think getting married to a rich guy, a fancy guy. And the reason why most marriages don't last these days is because of this mentality of saying, I'll find somebody who suits my style. Does that make sense? You should suit the guy's style, not the guy. Trying to suit the style of you. Our sisters are staying single for years now because of how they think beauty looks like. Your dress code matters. I say that repeatedly again. Your mindset again too matters. I cannot marry a figure-minded woman, all in the name of beauty. And no, that doesn't make sense. I cannot marry someone that when I speak English and she's talking something else. When I say this, imagine marrying somebody that is not educated, or maybe education that's one key factor. Yes, that's factual. But there are some women that are not for you to get to get education, but they have what business-minded education. There, education is just something that was invented to keep people attached to working for higher class, lower class, that classification purpose. But there are women that are not into what you are thinking of. Education, this and that. They can, yes, they can read education, they can read a little bit, but they cannot go in depth as you may be thinking of it. What does that tell you? You are missing something, but you are just sitting down without understanding. Your dress code can determine how many times you have been toasted a day. Any corner you reach, you have been toasted. Ace, sister, these are all things you are not seeing. But the truth is, you are missing them. You are missing them in a very, 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 very funny way because of carelessness or because of your thinking ability is becoming an issue for you.